Entertainment boy, I'm Mr. Anderson in the Matrix. Check the last name, it's all facts. In the human race, it's all about pacing. Look at all the ones I outlasted. I'm the one at the end like I count backwards. Never satisfied, details classified till the afterlife. Make a sacrifice down.
Why can't y'all recognize that we all came from sacrifice? Recognize that we all came from sacrifice.
愛してよ私を抱いてよねそばにおいでよ私の最後の記憶に
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Ravens coming in at 7-1, going up against...
Coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395, we're at M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, and look at this. Right away, a loose football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So we have to remember, this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
to
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really,
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And touchdown! Jalston Fowler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And it's a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And it's a touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. This is Hunter. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute. the punt return, sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the foot.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he's flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball. Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass. Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much? Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Their mobile quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing for him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Carson Wentz, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now back to throw. He's got it. It's Spiller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll run it with Hunter. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to throw here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Hunter. And some space here. Finding room at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Play clock winding down. Again on the ground with Hunter. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And the play clock's running down. They'll look to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Again, it's Pumphrey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Looking to throw, and almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Hunter. And he's got some space here. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. They run the counter now on first down. Powering his way forward. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Open space inside the 10. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 5-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind He hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a